10:30, perfect. All right. Hello all, I'm Bonnie Mehring from the Free Software Foundation Europe. I will introduce you today to two of our projects. As you have seen yesterday, we have loads of projects. My colleague Anna over there introduced the FSFE and has told you some of our projects. Two of them are designed for the younger generation, so Generation Z and Alpha. And yeah, I will go chronologically, so about target group, I will start with the younger people and then go over to the older people, the teenagers in this case. But first things first. So what is the Free Software Foundation Europe? We are a European-based organization, and it's our mission to empower users to control technology. We are a charity, and yeah, everybody can participate as volunteers in all of our different activities. Two of them that I will introduce you today. There are several options for you to also join in and yeah, engage with the younger people. That's so far about the FSFE. We also have a stand over in the conference room there where all the tables are, and we are around there. If you have any questions, feel free to talk to us afterwards. Our first activity for younger kids is Ada and Zangemann. It's a book, and it's written by Matthias Kirschner. Matthias is our president of the Free Software Foundation Europe, and he told the story to his kids in the evening and then decided to make out of the story a book. I say it's not a bedtime story, it's a workbook. So you read it with the kids, and afterwards you talk about it. What's the story about? It's Ada, the girl on the right. Yeah, on the right from your side. She is very much tinkering around with technology, trying to find out how things work, and is very engaged. And she's like loving to acquire knowledge, loving to learn more about how things work, what software is, how hardware is working, and soldering. She's building loudspeakers for her little brother. So very curious kid. And on the other hand, you have Zangemann, who as a kid used to be like that. He loved to invent things. He was dreaming about little computers in his pocket. So he was like this inventor person. And when he became older, he made this all happen. He realized this. But he released all of his projects as proprietary. So all the things he did, he had the control over them. And at one point, he turned bad. And he was like, I don't want the kids to drive their automatic skateboards on the footpath. I don't want them to eat ice cream in the afternoon. So he just prohibited this. And yeah, maybe some of you might remember stories that are actually like that in the real life. For example, if you think about the International Court of Justice, there might come some stories to arrive to your mind where people also were like taking away rights that other people have, and yeah, some things might come to mind in this regard. Anyway, Ada was feeling very uncomfortable about this, and she was like gathering around her schoolmates and her classmates and decided to step up for software freedom. So she learned more about software, she learned how things work and how to like circumvent them. And she eventually also got to the president with her classmates, and she started a smaller demonstration there. And yeah, we talked to them, and now you have to read the book to find out what happens then. This book is available in many languages. It's translated in Weblate, and it's translated by volunteers. So if you speak another language than English, because we already have it in English, feel free to jump in there. Feel free to join us in our Weblate project and yeah, to help translate it. We have over 20 languages. We have Polish, we have Italian, we have now starting the Romanian translation. So many people step up there, many people come together and yeah, do that together. And it's really amazing to see all of the outcomes there. As this book is released under Creative Commons, you can also reprint it then afterwards. For example, this has happened also with the Dutch version. This was a volunteer who translated it and then also organized the printing of the book. And now we have it in one more language. We also have it in French printed and obviously in English. So you can also order it in your normal bookstore. It's in English, it's released by No Stretch Press, as far as I remember. And yeah, there are loads of options for you to engage with this book. We also have it in a Git repository, obviously. So there's a README that explains everything. It's a good README, it's a good documentation. And yeah, you can have the ebook from that. You can use PDF slides there. So many options to engage with the book, many resources. We also have a movie. This movie is designed by a famous German illustrator of movies, like a movie creator. I don't think you know the very famous German child show for kids. It's called Die Sendung mit der Maus. And it's like a very educational, so it teaches kids about different topics in real life. And the one who designed the Sendung mit der Maus also designed this movie. So it's an educational resource. And you can watch this with kids and instead of reading the book. And yeah, then they basically also get the same story, but in a movie. Those are the resources that we as FSFE provide. But others also came up with resources. So this is the France Educational Ministry. It's very, I don't know, they really like our book. They also hold it up in parliaments and talk about this book. And they also created this web page where you can engage with the book. So you can listen, read it in classes, you can watch the movie, you can remake it, you can download it, telecharge means download, and you can listen to it as an ebook, écouter. Yeah, and the Austrian Bildungs Educational Ministry was then very impressed, and they did the same. So those resources are in French and in German. Feel free to do that in English. It's very cool. There are different options. You see the symbols. They are very self-explanatory. And yeah, it's very nice resources that are provided by others. And you can all do this because it's Creative Commons. There are more resources, which I find is the best thing ever. I don't know if you know board games, and if you like playing board games, I love them. And a volunteer during the FOSDEM this year, actually, came along with a board game. And they started to do this in their session for kids about the book, and they created this. It needs more work. I'm not saying that it's already finished and everything, but it's a nice idea to start. And I don't know if you have ever tried to create a board game. It's really, really complicated. It's not something you can easily do because you need to think about rules and what's the aim of the game and all of that. So it's like very complicated, but it's amazing. You have little cards there, like the spam, for example, where Zangemann calls the president. And yeah, it's really great. You can see on the left side from your side the editor, how you can like create those cards. And yeah, feel free to check it out. It's an amazing resource, and it's just really fun to play around. I will take questions later, if that's all right. So those are some of the resources that are provided by volunteers. There are plenty more things out there, and feel free to also think about something else. For example, there's also been a recording as an audiobook, and yeah, in Italian. And it's really great how many ideas the volunteers have and how much energy comes together there. With all of those resources, you can do different things. You can do readings in class, for example. So this is one of our volunteers in Italy. He's a teacher, and he read this book to his school class, and they afterwards engaged about this book. We also do readings, for example, at conferences. So during the Chaos Communication Congress and during SFSCon, we also read this book to kids, and we afterwards do activities with them about the book and talk with them about the book. There are many ways or many options to read the book. We also are invited for readings, and it's amazing to see how many people come together there and how many people enjoy listening to the story about software freedom. When you read the book, there are many other options afterwards to engage with the books and to engage with the story and to get the kids to understand what's happening there. For example, you have those postcards where you can color with the smaller ones. But we already had volunteers who started soldering then, and they put little LEDs in those postcards and an Arduino on the other side, and taught the kids how to make this LED blink. So many options. You can also write postcards afterwards with the postcards that we have, also over there at our booth, and tell Ada or Zangemann what you think about us. It's amazing what the kids actually write. I did this at the Chaos Communication Congress with some 5-year-olds and one 12-year-old who joined the session, and the 5-year-olds, they need a lot of help with the writing, but the older ones, they already write on their own, and they just tell Ada how much they admire her, how much they value what she's doing, and how much they would like to be like her. And they also tell Zangemann what they don't like about his control over the technology, and it's amazing how the kids already understand the concept of software freedom. You can also do this and ask them to step into one of the roles, for example, as President Czech. I don't know, the kids love to play president, but it's amazing to give them different perspectives on the topic and to engage with them about this. So this is one of the activities we have, and there are even more. You can also ask the kids to think about an invention they would like to make. So get more on the tinkering side of things. So for example, here's a 3D scanner by the kid designed. It's amazing, and they also do t-shirt custom production things and all. It's they really think about how machines could work and what they might need, and it's amazing to see all those curious little minds there coming together and learning about software freedom and thinking about their own projects. Yeah. That's Ada and Zangemann. And there are many more options for you to jump in to read the book as it's under Creative Commons. Feel free to take the book, feel free to order it, bring it to your class, bring it to your friend circle, talk with the kids afterwards about software freedom. It's a nice way to explain your own kid what you're actually doing, because software is a very abstract concept for children, and this brings it to a very low level and makes it easy for them to engage. Best target group, as I found out, is between 5 to 12, as they then already have some attention span and can already listen to a slightly longer story. And yeah, it's amazing how many people come together there. We also have an activity for older people. Not as old as we are here in the room. Sorry. So we have a programming competition called Youth Hacking for Freedom. Youth Hacking for Freedom is so it's about your own project. You design an idea, and everything is possible there. There are no restrictions on the ideas, none at all. The only thing, it needs to be free software in the end. That's the condition. It must be released under a free and open source software license. And I will tell you some more of the projects later on. But first things first, teenagers need to be between 14 to 18. If you know somebody, feel free to let them know that this competition is out there. It's a very nice way to get, yeah, I do see two in this room. So feel free to join, it's still ongoing. And it's a nice way to get teenagers interested in free software, in software in general, and yeah, to let them learn about software freedom, about all the different topics around this. So it's not from above, but with them, and yeah, together we are doing this competition. It's not that we go there and we say, you must use this and that, but it's more about we let them think around and design their own ideas, and it's on an even level base. The teenagers need to be from Europe, so this is not the EU, as this is very important in the UK, I learned. Sorry, I can't stop that. So everybody is welcome to join. As long as they are living in Europe, they don't need citizenship. You just need to live here. This is only possible thanks to our sponsors. Also Collabora here, thank you so much for also sponsoring the amazing OggCamp and also helping us with the Youth Hacking for Freedom programming competition. Yes. Now more about the competition. It started in January and it goes until June, the 30th of June. And it's still open for registration. You can still join. There are still some months left for you to design your own project, to come along and to have an idea what you want to do. Otherwise, you can also join the next session. If you feel like this is too short notice, feel free to join next year. It starts again in January on the 1st. And yeah, runs until the 30th of June. During those programming phase, as this is a really, really long time, and we know that, but we did this on purpose, so that the kids and the teenagers also have some time for their other activities, like free time, school, and all. We don't want them to like only focus 2 weeks on a project and then forget about it, but to think about something they want to design and keep working on this over a period of 6 months while not neglecting the very important part of free time and school. We have monthly video calls to keep them going, and in those monthly video calls, we have an input topic that we discuss with them. There's an expert who, for example, talks about free software licensing. I will come to some of the topics that we have in a minute. We have time for questions, so general questions and questions about the topic, and we have the chance for the kids to meet each other and to talk with each other in breakout rooms. The calls are online, and we know that some have made friends across borders there. So it's a very nice way for them. The things we support is project management. So we help them to stay on track. We help with motivation. If they are lost somehow, they can always reach out to us. They can always talk to us. If they, for example, need to find an idea, we are always there. We are always happy to help. As we are not a jury, the jury is external. That gives us some time to, some space to move around. We help, obviously, with licensing questions and with general questions. In those monthly video calls, we also discuss what Git is, for example. We discuss documentation with them. So there are loads of topics around software freedom that we discuss with them, that we help them to understand and to learn about. So it's not just about, I need to program a nice software project, but it's also about how does a free software project look like and how does a stable free software project should look like from the beginning on. We don't help with security questions or programming questions. Those we encourage them to reach out to their teachers, for example. Like we already had one who did an automatic telescope, and together with his math teacher, he did all the calculations. And his math teacher, I guess, was really happy about teaching him how to calculate the movement of stars. Yeah, so they do loads of things there. And this is what we do. And for all other things, we encourage them to seek help from other experts there. Who evaluates all of those projects in the end? Well, this is our expert jury. We have loads of them. We have Klaus Knopper, who is the creator of Knoppix. We have Thorsten Behrens from Collabora. And yeah, Alesh and Lydia from KDE, Marvin, who did MicroG, so loads of people coming together. Hannes Mehnert is also there from OggCamp. So those is our expert jury. We coordinate with them, and they have various backgrounds. This is very important because the projects that are handed in, as said, there are no limitations to the projects. So we need a wide range of jury members to evaluate all of those projects and to have different expertise. Yeah. In September, the jury has decided up on the 6 winners, and we contact those 6 winners and let them know that they have one of our awesome prizes. Very important part here. Please take notice of the numbers. Yeah, as said, only possible thanks to our amazing sponsors, and yeah, this is really nice for the kids. I know most of them just buy a laptop from that, or some of them also do travels. It's really fun to find out what they do afterwards with that. And they are invited to Brussels and are there for a full weekend. Some of the winning projects are here. So we have, for example, on the right side, we had a 3D printed robot. This was created from one of the participants whose mom was disabled and couldn't walk anymore. She had an accident. And he was like, how can I help my mom? So he came up with this robot that's controlled by a microcontroller, and she could also control it from from her microcontroller in her hand, and it moved to her, and it brought her water or the food in it, and it's all 3D printed. And yeah, it's an amazing project. You can also see a video of it moving around in the house, and it also has a disco mode, so that the mom can have some disco lights there. And it's an engaging project. We also had a very young participant who created a game engine and wanted to make others enable others to create their own games. And yeah, this is one of the other projects we had. And we had somebody playing around with radio because he wanted to have a radio as an alarm and all that. And it's like they all come up with different ideas. We also had one who was engaging with microcontrollers in school, and he designed a board where he took the live data from the microcontroller and like put it in different graphs. Very much like Grafana, but yeah, he worked on this, and it's an amazing project. So those are some of the winning projects. As you can see, wide range. And yeah, they all come together in Brussels in October and have a fun weekend where they network, meet new people, find new friends, and have the ceremony plus the dinner. We have loads of food there. So it's a really cool weekend. That's a really cool project to engage with the kids. Feel free to help us and donate to us, as we are a charity. And yeah, thank you so much for your attention. I'm very happy to take your questions. Those are the two projects we have for the young generations. I have no track of time. You already had a question over there, someone. You. Ah. Yes. So we don't offer this option, but if you say, I want the kids to sign up and I want to be their mentor, that's fine. It's just we engage with the children. Like, we tell them what free software is, and we tell them how to license a project. We do license checks in the end as well, so very thorough on that. And we also give feedback there. If you say, I have a class or I have several kids as in a youth center, of course you can be their mentor. It's just that we need the kids to sign up for the competition. So it does not need to be you, but the children or the teenagers. Yeah, pardon? Ah, very nice. We don't offer this option. Currently, it might be something we might be thinking of in the future, but for now, we have decided on this kind of rollout. But it's not that this is written in stone. So like, we are also happy to adapt, and I'm always happy if people come along with new ideas. As said, we are an organization that highly depends on volunteers, that depends on people that support our work. So always happy if others say, I can do that, but it's just like that we as FSFE cannot provide this resource because it's like only one of our many, many activities that we have, and yeah, that's the reason. Sorry.
Any other questions? If you've got a question, wait for the mic, because then we're being live streamed, and then it's better for the audio on the stream.
So there is many options for you to jump in and to let others know, and it's really cool to let teenagers and kids know about software freedom. They're not from above, but on an eye level base. Because if you go there and you are like, this is free software, you must do that, they might not really listen to you because they have already their own mind. And that's just to base how to approach them in a eye level based way. Yeah, this is the first time for me actually talking to a native speaker audience. So I hope I did a good job.
Thank you so much, Bonnie. That's amazing. And it's amazing to have FSFE here at OggCamp with us. We really appreciate your support.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much, OggCamp. It was such a nice experience.